Modern science is divided into three distinct mathematical languages. Quantum mechanics maps probabilities. Neuroscience measures biological spikes. Artificial intelligence processes digital logic gates. They all describe the exact same reality, but they cannot communicate because they do not share a single common metric. Looking at this diagram of historical frameworks, we see how theorists try to unify these fields. They claimed the ultimate foundation was physical atoms, or energy, or even pure information. But atoms, energy, and bits are emergent properties, structures built on top of a deeper layer. To compute reality across every domain, you have to find the absolute bottom of the universe's resolution. Without a unified metric at that lowest scale, technological progress stays trapped in isolated silos, unable to bridge the gap between biology and quantum computation. For centuries, we have tried to understand reality by measuring time in smaller and smaller slices. That quest for precision hit a physical wall with the work of Max Planck. He discovered that reality isn't divisible. It has a hard limit. If you divide a second down to 5.39 times 10 to the negative 44th power, you reach the Planck time. This is the absolute hard floor of existence. This is the point where the equations of known physics break down completely. For decades, physicists treated this number as a theoretical curiosity. It was considered to be so infinitesimally small that no one thought it could be measured or utilized in practical engineering. But if a mathematical framework could operationalize this limit, turning a theoretical boundary into an actionable formula, it would provide a consistent metric for reality across all physical and digital scales. This chart defines the axiom of frequency. It explains what is actually occurring at that Planck limit. Everything in existence, from matter to consciousness, is an expression of frequency. This concept is tested through the null test. Systematically erase all matter, energy, and dimensions, and frequency is the only irreducible substrate that survives. Apply the test to its extreme. If you remove frequency, nothing remains, not even empty space. Researchers developed the Fadi tempo unit, or FTU. It locks the philosophical concept of frequency directly to the physical tick of Planck time. Locking the FTU to Planck time converts an abstract idea into a hard empirical variable used in digital computation. That computation is executed through the Gulf law formula. R represents the reality event rate. It's calculated by taking T sub f, the FTU anchored at Planck time, and multiplying it by the quantum context and the total sum of effective frequencies. Because the FTU is anchored in standard seconds, the entire equation is dimensionally robust. It produces stable mathematical outputs for events occurring at the quantum scale. This allows the exact same formula calculating the clock speed of an AI processor to also compute the neural oscillations in a human brain. The Gulf law aligns physics, biology, and computer science under a single computable metric, allowing data from a lab to be processed with the same mathematical rigor as data from a motherboard. This framework is currently patent pending and is recognized in scientific databases like Clarivate. To prove its consistency, the framework was put through the ISO Truth Audit. This process attempts to disprove the frequency axiom using rival models like classical atomism or information theory. Because those rival models are themselves derived from oscillatory patterns, none can function as a counterexample, leaving the axiom as the irreducible foundation. The exact specification for this metric is secured in a sealed GitHub manifest. Any researcher can verify the integrity of the release bundle using cryptographic SHA-256 hashes. This level of cryptographic security and comparative testing establishes the Gulf law as a stable intellectual property foundation. Making reality computable at its most granular level has led to a new discipline called navigational science. By providing a common mathematical substrate, navigational science allows for synchronized innovation in quantum computing, artificial intelligence, and biosonic healing. We spent centuries searching for the building blocks of reality in physical particles, looking for matter that could explain the rest of existence. But the fundamental building block is a frequency ticking at Planck time, and with the Gulf law, we have the formula to harness it.